So I've taken to writing these things down so I don't forget them. So in the last video we fixed the border color, fixed for items in the color background, fixed for Monte Guardians. And then today I think we're going to look at, we'll leave code cleanup. I keep coming back to not fixing that. I'm going to move minor Willy attributes further down to there because I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with that just now. I want to do the marching lives and I want to do the portal to the next room. So I'm going to do that today. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to have the portal itself, the room data. We get portal, and then the attribute is set there. So if the attribute is flashing, then I want to have that available. So have it available for leaving. So just as a sort of hack, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add hack make portal available. Remove this later. So, and then inside there, I'm going to do data, room data, sorry, dot portal dot attribute dot flashing equals true. So I'm going to make this active. So when it's finished compiling, so when it's flashing, you'll see that it's flashing over here, which means that minor Willy can then just walk over to here. Boom. And then he's going to go inside there. So as soon as, I think as soon as he kind of goes inside here, then, or as soon as he touches it, I think we need to kind of end the game. So how do we figure out if he touches it? I'm going to do collision detection, I think. So let me add another folder here. Collision detection, and then I'm going to create a new class in here, and I'm going to call it collision, or let's call it bit collision. And then the bit collision is going to be how are we going to do this? So let me just doodle something here. Okay, so traditional like collision detection is all done with boxes. So you get box 1 here, collides with box 2 here, and if the two overlap, then you know bad things happen. Whatever you do the reaction to it. So that's the collision detection, and then your reaction is based on what happens in there. For a pixel-based game, though, you might have, and I'll just draw this very crudely. You might have a bunch of pixels that look like this. And my pen's running out. So you've got this shape here, which is like a kind of cross. I can't get my bearings there because I'm trying to look at it in the monitor. So you get this one here, and then over here you've got this other one here. But in the middle here, you don't have any overlap. So we need to figure a way to get a binary check in here. So what we'll do is we'll do a basic collision detection just now, and then we'll come back and do the bit collection. So we'll do public static bool collided, and then we want int ax, int ay, and then we want byte shape, a shape, and then int bx, int by, right, b shape. So we just want to make sure that, so these, everything's 2 by 2 as far as the actually we also need width and height as well, so that's going to be int, actually everything's going to be width and height, everything's going to be 2 by 2, so it's going to be collided 2 by 2, so we'll call it collided, or did collide 2 by 2. And then it's just going to be a matter of doing a simple box collision. So we do return, actually let's do return mathf.abs ax, what do we got, plus minus bx times 2 is less than mathf. Do we need mathf? No, we don't. 4. And mathf dot abs by, sorry, ay minus by less than 4. And we don't need that there. Okay, I think that's okay. So what we can do now is we can check for collisions. So let's do a start coroutine. And then we want to do for check portal collision. And our room portal collision, of course, is a coroutine. And well, oh, game over. Willy touches portal equals collision dot did collide 2D, and then we need to pass in our Manic minor stuff. So minor Willy is our minor Willy here. So dot x, minor Willy dot y, and then the shape. So minor Willy dot shape frames, like column. Oh, but it's going to be frames, and then it's going to be the current frame. So it's going to be frames, and then minor Willy dot frame. Whew. And then we want to pass in the second value, which is going to be the portal x and y. So that's going to be room data dot portal dot x, room data dot portal dot y, and then the shape of that is going to be room data dot portal dot shape. If Willy touches portal, console.writeLine, Willy touched at plus time dot real time and start up. So we want to find out where, when, how, what. He did that, and of course we also need a yield return null. Okay, and then when we test this, we should see some things happening in the console. So he's flashing, so I head over to the portal. And nothing. Okay. Well, it touches the portal. Okay. So why do I not? Oh, because Okay, console.writeLine is not going to work. Print, on the other hand, will work. Right, so he's not touching, can't get annoyed. So we keep moving over. And then when he touches it, all right, Willie touched it. Okay. So he's not touching, not touching. Now he's touching it. Okay. All right. So that's good. So at that point, the game's over. So game over equals true. So now we have a dilemma because game over can have a number of states. And we really don't want it to be not game over. We want it to be something else. So we're going to have to change a couple of things. But as soon as it goes game over, everything should stop. So while it's not game over, you're able to move, but as soon as you touch that portal, everything stops. Boom. Okay. So everything's working. We're still flashing because it's still flashing there, but nothing else is working. So none of the air works, none of that stuff works. Okay. All right. So what we want to do is instead of game over here, we want to change that to game state. And then we'll create an enum up here. Enum game state, and then we'll change that to playing. So that's going to playing, because that's going to be the normal state. Then we're going to have game over. We're going to have move to next cavern, and then dead. So that's the three options you've got. You've got playing, move to next cavern, or dead. Now dead means you've run out of lives. So that's going to be our game over state. So now we have all these red blocks here. And so this is going to be while game over equals playing. So while you're playing the game, we'll fix that in just a sec. While you're playing the game, you want to keep inside this routine here. So we'll change all these to playing. So it kind of makes it more positive because you're doing while you're playing the game, do these things, rather than while not dead. Makes you sort of think a little bit better about it. And then we did that. Time that up, and then we come back up to here. So room air supply. Okay, so that's game over. So that's going to be. We're going to check to see if that's game state. Oh, we can't have that actually. So we need to fix this. Do fix game over state here. So we'll comment that out just now, and then up here, the game over is going to be game state dot move to next cavern because you've touched the portal. And over, where are we? Rid of system. So we don't want game over to be the name of that. We want it to be, just call it state. And then we can rename it just by doing control period and then rename game over to state. So now it's going to say while state is equal to playing, while state is equal to that, all that kind of stuff. And so that's good. And then we want to do where is it? Check portal collision. Okay. So move to next cavern. So we want to have a start coroutine. end of cavern check room data. So we want to push the room data just in case, and our room cavern check is going to be I enumerator. End of cavern check room data. So really kind of want to think about how we can refactor this and make it less sucky. So while state equals game state dot playing yield return null. So we're not interested in doing anything until the end of this. And then at the end of this, we want to say if state equals move to next cavern, yield return, move to next cavern room data. Else you're dead. Yield return, give player the boot. So we haven't done give player the boot yet, obviously, or move to next cavern. So we're going to create those here. Move to next cavern. And then we have give player the boot as well. All right, and then we'll do yield return null for that one, and we'll do yield return null for that one. All right, so let's move to next cavern, and then move to next cavern. What that's going to do is that's going to run out the air supply, and for every piece of the air supply, you get 10 points. So where's the air supply? Lose air. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to copy this. Now, again, we'll probably have to refactor this, so it's not too bad. So I want to do while room data dot air supply is dot length is greater than 0. And I don't want a yield return for 1 second. I want it to be like 1/10 of a second. And instead of that, I want to do score plus equals 5. Or did I say 10? I said 10, didn't I? Okay, so score equals 10. And do we have an update on the score? I think we do have an update on the score. We have an update score. Cycle colors, draw screen. I think we do a draw screen, don't we? Draw screen, draw score. Okay, so draw score is all done there. So draw screen, I think for draw screen, we want to say if state equals playing or state equals move to next cavern, we still want to draw the screen. We still want to update the screen, or we still want to like refresh the screen. We don't want to update any movement, we just want to redraw the screen so that when the player hits the portal, the air supply runs out, and then we're going to move to the next level. Which is gonna be, just wait a second here. Where are we? Move to next cavern. Okay, so we add that to there, and then we want to do load next cavern. Okay, so I want to load next cavern after we've done that. So we reduce the air supply, and then we add 1 to the 10 to the score. Okay. So again, we'll walk over. So our air supply is there. Our current score is 100. We'll need to change that to 0, obviously. So as soon as we hit that, you'll see it's adding that there. So 1/10 of a second is too slow. So what we'll do is we will just make that yield return null. We'll add that at the very bottom as well. Yield return null. And where are we at just now? So so for the portal, I think, there we go. So that's got to 0, so that's got to be greater than or equal to 0. And yield return null. So I guess we can't go any faster than yield return null, which kind of sucks. I suppose we could subtract more and that would make it go faster. It's okay. Right, one more try of this. To negative. That's not good. If length is greater than 0 and if greater than or equal to 0, it's greater than or equal to 0. I don't know if that'll work. Let me just see. Oh, it's my phone. Okay, that's it. Whoa. What am I getting? Alright, so that's not. While is greater than or equal to 0. If that is that and room tip equals 0. Greater than that. I'm going to end up just hacking this. I know it. Just to get past this. So the problem is it's getting to that point, it's getting to 0 and then it's just infinitely spinning out. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to leave it at that. And then we'll do scene manager. We need to add scene management, load scene, and then it's going to be the game again. So this is room store test. So this is going to be scene manager dot current get active scene dot name. So we're just adding, we're just going to load the current scene, but I'm going to do player prefs dot set int room equals, and then this is going to be the current room. So the current room is room ID. So this is going to be room ID plus plus. So we're adding 1 to the current room. Oh, we can't do that. If only we could do that. So we'll add 1 to the current room. Actually, we'll do sure here. Room ID. Add one to the current room, and then inside the start, I'm going to check to see if room ID is -1, and then if it is, we're going to override the value in here. So if room ID equals -1, room ID equals 0. Else, room ID equals playerprefs.getInt room. So I'm going to get the room from here. So every time we add the portal, we're going to get to that room there. Actually, if room ID equals -1, then we're going to go and get the player prefs. Otherwise, room ID is equal to room ID. So if it's -1, then we get the room ID. Alright. That's not really going to work, is it? Let's change that around there. Let's do it this way. Okay, so we're in room 0 just now. So when we go to here, it will go and then it will reload the scene. Haven't got the score though. So we need to save the score as well. And then pew. This is a tricky one because we don't actually have the ability to get up to here. Oh, that kind of worked. Well, we definitely haven't got the ability to go up to here. And also those glitches are glitching out. And we also need to make sure you can't walk through walls. Pardon me. Maybe we should fix that before we do anything else. Okay. So when you walk, room data, that's our game controller there. Okay, so where are we up to now in our thing there? Okay, so portal to next room. So we've done that. Portal to next room. Marching live. Fix horizontal glitches on later caverns. We still haven't done that. Still haven't fixed minor willy attributes. Okay, so let's figure out the wall. So move willy. So minor willy. We also need room data. So we'll need to go up to here, data, and it's room data. So we'll move willy there, and then if we move him that way, then we want to make sure that if we want to get the attribute of the left one there, so bool wall to right equals false, bool wall to left equals false. So just in case there's a wall that way or there's a wall that way, we need to figure that out. And the way we can figure that out is if we go to our attribute, which is go to room renderer, there's our items. So we'll use this handy dandy. Oh, see my control key. I'm just not getting it. Move willy. Where's move willy? Move willy. Okay. Okay, so the attribute is there. So that's going to be false. And then that attribute gets us that value there, which is at minorwilly.x, minorwilly.y. So that is +1. That's fine, because it's never going to be out of bounds. And then that's going to be left is going to be minorwilly -1. Okay, so if we go to data blocks, attribute right dot block type equals, and then it's going to be a wall or data dot blocks attribute right dot block type equals, actually let's just make it a wall just now. So that's a wall, and then this is a wall, and then that would be attribute left. Okay. So we're checking to see if he walks into a wall. So walk to right, or wall to right, I should say. So if wall is to the right, so if not wall to right, add 1 to there, and then we'll need to do if not wall to left, subtract from there. So we might end up with some like freewheeling Willy, but we'll see what we get. Okay, so yeah, it did not work. So again, we need to go to here. So if I change that to -1, this will get us back in the central cavern. So head over here, and then yes, he's picking up. See, he shouldn't go beyond there, but he is picking up the attribute for there. So if he's heading left, not a wall to the left. Okay, well let's go grab Willy, and we'll put him in a wall, and then we'll set a breakpoint. So we'll move Willy ever so slightly. Oh. I'm going to move this inside the while loop. For all of you screaming at the monitor, do apologise. Where's my bell? Which probably explains why I'm getting all these crashes here. Okay, so if I go this way, you see that he can't move beyond there, so we need to not move the frames if he can't move beyond that one. And then over here, oh, that doesn't work. We need to do that for the other uranium mines. Okay, so he's currently freewheeling. And so we'll only add that if, so he's on the left. So subtracting there, so less than 4. So if there's a wall to the left, I don't want to do this. So if there's not a wall to the left, I'll probably have to clean this up, because I don't think this is the right thing to do. Because if there's a wall to the left, I still want him to walk up to the wall. Yeah, see, he's not walking up to the wall, he's just stopping there. If wall to left and inner willy dot frame is not equal to 4, subtract 1 until you get to 4. So if there is a no, that's my logic here. So I'm going to subtract a frame if there's not a wall to the left, or if there is a wall to the left and minor willy dot frame is not equal to 4. I'm sure we could make that a little less complicated, but so move over to there and then here, and then you can see you can walk in there. Okay, so that keeps them in bounds. So we'll try the left hand one now. Oh no, the right hand one's not going to work. I need to fix that one as well. So I need to do this one for here as well. So that's going to be that. If there's not a wall to right, or there is a wall to the right, and the frame is not equal to 3, I want to keep going that way. Okay, so you can still walk that way. Hits a wall. So it feels that when you start adding collision detection, things start to feel solid in your game, even if it is just 2D pixels. So I'll go to the next room. We still need to fix the score as well. Oh, and of course, because it's -1, it's never going to go beyond that. Okay, so the score, where are we? So we're going to do player prefs dot set int score. Okay, and then inside here I'm going to say score equals player prefs dot get int score. And you don't need to add, I've added this underscore here. You don't need to add the underscore, you can just call it wherever you want, but I have this habit of doing that, so you don't have to. So I'm going to change that to room ID 0. So if it's not -1, it'll take us back to wherever that room was, which is the cold store. And then if I go over here, it should maintain now the score. So when we end up in the portal, (2010), and then we'll do a very bad collision detection here. God, I love that attribute clash. Okay, and I think we'll stop there. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching. This is part of the Video a Day in September 2017 videos. If you liked it or you didn't like it, hit the appropriate button below. Subscribe, so if you hit the little icon over there, then you'll get notified, especially when you hit the little alarm icon. That's the really important part apparently. Then you'll get notified when a new video goes up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.